Ah, yes, and the lovely ambience of Boom Tree. Because it would not be this beautiful Spawn Valley without a few explosion noises to brighten up your day. I love the smell of chaos in the morning. And speaking of which, I have some ideas for a little more chaos. After all, I did, to an extent, declare that I was going to be making my debut with a strike against the server's hero. And I have some ideas for that. Whether or not I have the supplies to go with those ideas, that is a different question, and one we will work towards. But I have some ideas for a little bit of chaos in the morning. To whomever it was left this single, light grey, stained glass pane in the middle of my mailbox, I applaud thee. Thou have done well at creating something just beautifully gremlin-y. Because yes, the problem with trying to figure out where to escalate my evil from now, since when last we left off, I had declared that I, Lady Autumn, am the evil doppelganger of Aurora, and dropped a wither on people. It was technically under my own base, but I still did drop a wither on them. That definitely happened, and if you don't believe me, go check the footage. Okay, you're back. It's a little bit hard trying to figure out where to escalate from there, since, well, actually trying to go around murdering people is lacking in style, very boring. However, I do think that I have to make my first strike be against one Plazma hero. After my second strike, I do think I need to make an early strike against Plazma hero here. Since, are you really a supervillain if you have not made at least one strike against a superhero? I didn't think so. Suspicious ice, barrel labeled Plazma's profits. Okay, this is probably the area I should add some decorations to. So first off, let's fight with the portion of this that's going to be an absolute menace to do. Trying to make convincing piles of autumn leaves. Okay, trying to make things that will even be recognizable as being supposed to be autumn leaves. Well, I'm pretty sure that's still going to retain that label. And now let's slap a birch pressure plate on it. There we go. Little leaf pattern. You know what? I'm happy with this littering of dead leaves on around. Or at least I'm happy with this. Okay, no. I think this gets across the idea, but I will, however, swap, I think, the pressure, swap these two on around just so that we have less problems with pressure plates setting off my trapdoors. I'm not going to say no problems, but less of them. There we go. I think that also works better in terms of color mapping. I do, however, very much wish I had a better way of doing piles of fallen leaves. And yes, I could attempt to invoke the sorcery I used back on Titancraft to make dark oak leaves be autumnal colored, but doing so requires more power than I have by myself to try to make it be a server-wide effect. And and I do not know a version of the spell to not be a server-wide effect. So if I start making map art in the near future, you will know why. Come on, you stupid pressure plate. Unpressure? Anyway. Those are enough fallen leaves. Now, let's add some carved pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns. I know, they're not officially classed as a jack-o'-lantern without torches, but we could use some more Halloween cheer. And I did mention Halloween cheer. Little dots of trouble. Ominous things. And of course, cobwebs. Lots and lots of cobwebs. I have lots of cobwebs. I intend to use lots of cobwebs. Cobwebs. Cobwebs everywhere. Except in places that would actually break any of Plazma's things, because there is a fine art to being a gremlin without ending up in debt. And I intend to be very much a gremlin and very much not in other people's debt. Okay, I mean, technically I'm still a little bit in Plazma's debt regarding a whole 12 phantom membranes that I stole from him earlier in this season. But perhaps the gift of cobwebs will make up for it. Those cobwebs, however, have to go. I don't know if I can silk touch them. Frankly, I do not care. I will take the string. However, also, do I have shears sitting anywhere in this barrel? Okay, so I'm not giving him 10 wither roses because this isn't a death threat. It's just me being a menace. I will, of course, have to put an actual sign in declaring the nature of this attack upon the server's superhero, but coming straight into one's base to find a wither rose there is, I think, suitable threatening action. And I'm aware of our new hanging signs, but I think this is still... Okay, actually, this needs very much to be a hanging sign. Do I know how to make a hanging sign? No. Can I figure this out? Yes. Does it involve a bit more cold iron? Yes. Are my cold iron allergies playing up? Yes. Okay, why are hanging signs so expensive? I'm still going to make the mangrove sign. I'm still going to make a traditional mangrove sign because why not? I will use it eventually. But I suppose since part of the point of this is to be doing an absolute flex... 2, 3... Hanging signs. Let's go. I'm somehow missing one of my blocks of mangrove. Get back here. The perfect supervillain feeling of having thunder roaring in the background right as you're doing pieces of gremlinry. The weather is so nice right now. But I still do need to write a sign for Plazma. Now, I acknowledge I have not actually signed my decoration on Plazma's base, but I feel like between the fallen leaves, the carved pumpkins, and the weather rose, it should be fairly obvious who did this.
Hello?
Hello.
Whoa, hi. Nice to meet you.
Lady Autumn.
Oh, Lady Autumn. Lady Autumn, it is lovely to meet you, and welcome to our humble abode.
While small, there is definitely charm that went into this. How much
Thank
of
you.
it was your doing?
Most? No. We went completely halfers, and we done it completely the same. Well, I didn't do it. Cazza done it.
Have I stumbled across another fellow doppelganger, by any chance?
Maybe? Yes?
Well met, fellow doppelganger.
Oh, yes. Well met.
I do hope you will potentially keep this a secret from Lady Spring, should you encounter her. But feel free also to tell her exactly what I've been getting up to.
Okay. Can you separate? I mean, Cazza's out there dondering about as much as I am just now.
Yes, we can. Lady Spring, however, is currently sleeping.
Yes. Maybe I should visit her in her dreams.
Perhaps.
if
Though,
you need-
perhaps not. Last I checked, some of her dreams were up to trouble. Perhaps ask Jay or... No, Plazma does not remember. Ask Jay about what he last saw Aurora doing prior to this world. Or perhaps about stuffed animals.
Your Majesty. Is it? No. Lady. No.
Lady Autumn.
Lady Autumn. I am the walker of dreams. I make dreams good, and I can even make dreams bad.
Well met, one who walks in dreams. Perhaps I shall see you around at some point. And have no fear, at least in the near future, of any pranks to your half of the base.
What are you doing? Am I allowed to have a peek?
Indeed you are. I just decided that our Ice Heroes base needed some autumnal decorations.
Ooh, pretty.
Indeed. And with just a little bit ominous.
I love it. I'm gonna keep it this way.
Okay, well, perhaps if you would like it, I could also decorate your half as well, if you wished.
Oh, well, you'll have to come downstairs because I don't live up here. Follow me.
Lead on.
There's no space for me in there. So I had to make a little space down here. But they've not figured that out yet. Come this way, come your... Mind your muddy feet. All the mud, I do apologise.
I do have a set of boots that are fairly resilient, and worst case scenario, I will wash them off in lava later.
Welcome to my home. Come in, come in.
Ooh. Lovely little cute space in here.
Thank you.
Well decorated. Very cute.
Yeah. Getting there. But yeah, I've got no space for me up there, so I've had to come down here. It's a little bit, I don't know what they call this thing, but, it's cozy.
Yep. And it's so frustrating that the normal counterparts never seem to think about leaving a space for their
I know,
doppelgangers.
it's shocking. Absolutely terrible. We need to get them told.
Yes. Well, I admire your initiative in carving out a space for yourself.
Yeah. So much more to do. I wish I could just turn it into a lovely little cottage, but there's just...
No,
my magic's not been that great. It kind of turned into this.
I will acknowledge. I am impressed that your magic has managed to get this much iron in it. Like, the iron... Well, that's something my magic's never been able to do.
Mine's completely backwards. I try and make something and it turns into something completely different.
Well, I wish you luck getting a handle on your magic. Because if you can get this to work reliably, I see potential in it.
Ooh, nice. I'm very honoured to hear that from you.
And,
Please help yourself to some cake.
thank you. And as I agree, I will allow you to have some autumnal decorations if you wish.
Ooh. I can decorate my... Cazza calls it a camper van, so I think it's a camper van.
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
And an item frame to hold the fallen leaves in.
Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. I really, really, really cannot wait for autumn and Halloween and yes, all the spirits and all the fun and all the nightmares.
Yes. I do very much like my season. And I'm glad to hear that you like it as well.
It's the best season, so you must be the best person.